things are best kept within the family, but there's been so much speculation and media attention on this issue. So I think it's only fair to say that when somebody of his stature or anybody of any stature dies, it's the family who know him best should take decisions. Well, suffice to say that I was charged with the responsibility of doing the processing of his funeral, and I gathered around all the well-known elders to assist in this preparation. I did it as best I could before I departed for a short trip back to London. All the elders, prior to my going, agreed to the arrangement, which was who took responsibility for various factors of the funeral. After a little while, I noticed that plans had changed without my knowledge. And of course, I tried to consult what was going on, and there was a closure between a small member of the family and the wife, who thought that it was their responsibility to take the route of burying Herbie. And I don't think it's a responsibility of the wife or the uncle to take a monopoly of doing a funeral process. A widow, I understood, should be paying the part of a widow, and everybody around of the family actually deals with the funeral. However, information that we've been trying to search through this avenue, the wife will not give us the correct answers. The uncle will not give us the answers. We tried to everything to do things peacefully, yet there was no cooperation. Meetings were called. They refused to attend the venue chosen for the meetings. They insisted we come a long way with very many people of the family to meet at an inconvenience place. So with all this going on, we thought there's something not quite right, and there must be an ulterior motive. We are brothers, and these are the daughters. Herbie has a lot of things that he would like to share. However, for some reason, we were not getting the truth from the wife and our uncle, and they in fact took charge of arranging everything. The wife, as you will quite clearly see, took a very active part in everything that's been done. Okay, we appreciate that, you know, sometimes people like to do these things. However, in a situation like this, a wife should let the people closest to the family, and it's the family who are responsible for the body, and we have taken responsibility. However, they have monopolized every single aspect of paperwork that we needed to actually see the body. The children were not allowed to see the body. We tried to say, look, the children need to do the customary thing with the body. Every time we asked for the access papers for going to see the body, the paper was so-and-so uncle. We asked that uncle, it was somewhere else. We asked somewhere else. So all through the process, for the last 3 weeks I've been back to organize this, the children have just been tossed from A to B. And I am not satisfied to say that the process has included the children and the siblings. That's where the confusion arose.
If I may, I'd like to go a little further than that. I've been in Ghana for 3 weeks. Specifically came here to bury my brother. I wanted to see my brother, but unfortunately, in the 3 weeks that I've tried, I've never had the chance. I've been tossed from left to right, and I can only point the finger at one person. The person who has taken effectively charge. One doesn't like to use the word hijack, but I am going to use the word hijacked. The body has been hijacked. It may be controversial, but it's certainly not right. And there has to be an ulterior motive behind it. I can't think what that is, but we will find out. Family did not reject the state burial or indeed any burial. We were never asked as to whether we wanted it or we didn't want it. Those decisions were taken in our absence. So we are the family, we stand together, and we never rejected anything.
Can I just say that Herbie and I spoke quite frequently. I rang him quite a lot of times from Britain, and I come here a lot now. Now, Herbie told me that he was going to engage this woman I know as Gifty, and I said to him, you're not well, get yourself better, and even I will attend. And however, if you can then sort out some money, we can support the engagement. Herbie said, yes, I will try and put the engagement off for a few weeks. And I said, that's a good idea. It's coming to Christmas, and we need to actually do it properly. Unfortunately, the following week, I spoke with Herbie, and he said, the engagement is this Saturday, to my surprise. I said, oh, well, I thought you were going to actually postpone till you were better. And I said, well, as you know, women, they want to hang on to their precious married status. She wants to get married. Well,
one can only assume that. We weren't in the middle of between the wife, the so-called wife. I still call her the girlfriend, between the so-called wife and Herbie. But there was certainly a lot of pressure there because Herbie was not well. In fact, he was very, very sick, and I don't think he was of the right mind to have taken a decisive decision of that nature. I think he would have liked to have waited to have his close family around him and to have done things properly. But that wasn't the case.
I want to say the woman pressurized my dad a lot, like to the extent that she had to buy her own engagement ring. She was crying, making drama and all of that just to marry my father. And after the engagement, he actually went to sleep because he was very tired and ill. No, I can't accept because she's not respecting my father's wishes to be buried in Baoleshi. They are taking their body to Ekropon to be buried there, which is not right.
So the family is against the whole idea of burying Coach?
Yes, majority of the family. That's why she has security here to make sure that it goes to Ekropon.
Every.
Every.